Hello everyone, welcome to SMD's channel again. Today we will start with another topic of our science chapter number 9, carbon compounds, that is bonds in carbon compounds. So let us understand what do you mean by bond. And when we speak about carbon compounds, it is a since we are dealing with the chemistry, we will say it's a chemical bond. Now, how do you define a chemical bond? We will define chemical bond as the lasting force of attraction between either atoms, ions or molecules that leads to the formation of new compounds. I repeat again, chemical bond is the lasting force of attraction between atoms, ions or molecules that enables to the formation of new compounds. Now this bond can be of two types. It can be either a ionic bond or it can be a covalent bond. You already studied in the previous standards about ionic bond. But let us again define what do you mean by ionic bond. When I say ionic bond, this word makes it clear, that is ions. Ionic bond involves ions which are formed by electrostatic force of attraction between two ions. The example is NaCl, Na plus Cl minus, positive charge and negative charge. There exists a force of attraction between these two ions, hence this NaCl is an example of ionic bond. Similarly, we will study in detail about covalent bond, but let us understand how a covalent bond is formed. It is formed by sharing of electrons between two atoms. We will understand with some examples in the coming sessions, but the covalent bond is formed by sharing of electrons. Now when I compare ionic bond and covalent bond, we can say ionic bond are good conductors of heat and electricity in dissolved state and molten state. Also, they have high melting point and high boiling point. But as given in the textbook, you have some examples of methane, chloroform and many others. You find that the boiling point is found to be less than 300 degrees Celsius, means the covalent bonds do not have high melting and boiling point as compared to the ionic bonds. There are some examples given for covalent bond like urea and glucose. Now when we test the electrical conductivity of urea and glucose, it was found that they are not good conductors of electricity. Hence, we can say that the covalent bond do not produce ionic bonds. In other words, they do not produce ions as in case of ionic bonds. Hence, there must be some another case by which covalent bond will be formed. We will study that in the coming chapters. But let us answer few questions which are given in the right side of the textbook. That is, what is an atom of element called during its bomb formation? It is called as its valency. Now the relationship between the electronic configuration and valency will be discussed